Alrighty, thank you for joining. We're just getting started. I got the pigeons and the show pins, just doing the last of their conditioning for the show tomorrow in Bakersfield. I just like them to be comfortable in the cages, so tomorrow's not their first time doing it. Alrighty, we got the birds and the show pins, just getting ready for the show. These are my first entries in section 1 for the cock. So here's the section 1, the young cock I'll be entering. And I'm just hoping I just want him to be comfortable in the show pen. And we're gonna go through and handle them and stuff. How you doing, everyone? No, these ones are not for sale. I do have one for sale because last time everyone did ask. I do have one for sale. I'll show. I am just getting them conditioned, and I thought I'd show you guys. They're getting conditioned for the show, so they don't. I want them to be used to here. I want them to stand in the middle. And but here's my first entry. The section 1, the 5th class, I think. So it'd be the young cocks. And he flew at the AGN, so they have to be flown in California and meet all the standards. All right, let's show you the second one. Here's my second entry. And so for this first section, these are the only ones I believe that I'll be competing for the belt buckle. So I'll know if they do okay right away. So here's my young hen. And she also flew at the AGN. I just think they're beautiful. But like again, just getting them ready for the show. All the birds in the flying class, sections 1, 2, and 3 must be owned, flown by the exhibitors showing them, and must have been flown in California. One Loft entries may enter in these sections as long as they were entered by the exhibitor/breeder and verifiable. So I'll screenshot the proof that they were at that One Loft race. And so let's just talk about these two first though. The bird that I have for sale that I'll be showing, it's $100 for the shipping and just $100 for the bird in the United States, the lower 48 states. He just does not fit the criteria for me anymore. The birds all must kind of look like this, so we'll get these guys out and go through them. 1 second. Sorry about that, everyone. Had to walk away, heard some racket outside, wanted to check. So I do like how he's standing on the bowl right now. Want him to be conditioned to stand in the middle. But let's get him out. Again, just going through for any faults or anything. So that's just making sure they have all the same amount of flights. Let me get a little better light here. So we want to make sure if it's 10 on each side. So I counted this one the other day. I just want to make sure no flights have been messed up since then. They have to be perfect to win the belt buckle, if there's enough birds. And there's going to be really good birds there. So all the toenails are the same. He's looking really good. Get to look good, and the judges all have to decide together. So he's got to win the section, hopefully. But these are my entries. So again, section 1, judge to standard. That's the most important thing. These birds will be judged to standard. And that means they can't have any bugs. No issues. Perfect. Okay, here's the second one. So section 1, the young hen. So I just want to show you guys what I'm going off of. This is how it is. So again, section 1, I'm going to show you the young hen now. Had to have been bred in 2024. These birds' temperaments are just love. I don't like them too crazy. I like how calm they are. I think it shows confidence. So this bird is just beautiful. A little blurry. There we go. So again, I went through these birds the other day. I'm just making sure now that none of the flights are messed up. Everything's still good. They're nice and clean. Oop, I need to make sure and go through and get all these these markers have to be off as well at the shows. So let me get that off of her. Forgot. So I'll go back to the other bird. It can only have their band that you put on when they're born, and then the race chip they can have. That's it. Other than that, they can't have any. They can't have any of these little colored markers on them. That's not allowed in the shows. Sometimes the judges don't pay attention to it, but rules is rules. Thanks for everyone joining. We're just going to the birds one last time. Enjoy happy hour while we look at the birds. Just making sure there's no faults for the show tomorrow. And so these two will be competing hopefully for a belt buckle if there's enough birds. And hopefully you'll know right away because it's in the first section how you do, because they'll be booted or moved to the next round. But these two are related and will be competing against each other. So let me get this one's colored little band off. Again. I think that this is one of the best birds I've bred. So it's got all the, it's got the 10 and 10 on each side. 8, 9, 10. Nothing's broken. Very nice looking bird. So again, these are my entries for section 1. The only ones that will compete for a belt buckle, I believe, because they have to be flown in California. All right, here's my other guy here. So he will be in section 5 in the unflown category because I pulled him from stock. He is related, they're all related, they share a grandpa. So the ones I showed before, their grandpa is this one's daddy. And so he'll be in section 5. He's a blue bar cock. So class 31, I believe, is what it will be. And now I like them standing on these bulls in the middle of their cages. I don't like them to be at that show and the first time be in one of these cages at that show. So I like to put them in this for literally the 2 weeks leading up to the show. I'll put them in here every couple days, just throw them in and they get comfortable. Let me get this guy out. Again, he'll be judged in the section 5. Just because he was unflown, I pulled him for stock. I love his type. Again, I'm trying to breed everything to look similar. So, again, so this will also be judged to standard, and so they can't have any faults as well. So no broken feathers. Everything needs to be perfect. 10 on each side. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 10 on this side. Everything's matching. So all of his toenails are the same color. Yeah, these birds do fly, but tomorrow they're going to have a beauty pageant. So I'm getting them ready, and I'm just trying to show you guys. These guys flew out to 400 miles, man. So, and now they're breeders. This one, he just gets to breed for a living. This one here, these are all just strains I've been working with. So this one here, I guess the most popular blood in it is the Biche strain. That gentleman, the breeder's name is Biche. And so they are birds I've just been developing over the years. But all 3 of these birds are related. This one's daddy is their grandpa. But I mean, these birds, he was a prize winner this year. His dad was a bird that's got no band, was given to me. I think the guy he gave me 60 birds. I think he cut some of the bands off. Mitzi, welcome back. I have a Gabby Vandenabele strain in there. Look at this bird. She looks perfect and ready for the show. Look at that. If she can look like that tomorrow, thank you. Yes, very healthy. Again, these birds are all just getting ready for the show tomorrow. I'll be having a live at, I'll turn it on, I think, at 9:30, just so everyone can start looking at the auction birds. 9:30 a.m. California time. I don't know where people are watching from, but I'll have it on and we'll see how long we can't watch for. But again, these birds were just bred from someone gave me birds, 60 of them. I picked the best out of it and have been developing this over the years. Look at her, just perfect. Preventative sickness, I just breed healthier birds. I don't do anything. If they're sick, they either will get better or die. Every once in a while, I'll throw in an oregano oil and cinnamon and just fresh food and water every day. Lots of fresh air. I don't do much. I rarely have birds. I mean, doing it this way, you're gonna have a lot of sick birds at first, and then over the years, you will just breed birds that don't get very sick at all. She looks perfect. I could show, if anyone's interested, I could show the bird that I do have for sale. Last time I did this, people were asking, and I forgot I did have one extra bird. He won a prize in 2022. He, at the Gold Country race in California. I'll put him over here in the empty spot. I'll take him out and handle him. He is the one from yeah, garlic works. I'll show you the stuff that I do throw in the water every once in a while. Here's the stuff I'll throw in the water every once in a while. Especially, or I'll do it during the racing season when I start racing. I give it to my birds just one day a week. I'm only shipping in America, my friend. I'm sorry. I do not know how to ship out. There's quarantines. I'm just trying to do a quick sale. This is gonna cost $200 to anyone in America, lower 48. The only thing is he does not have a pedigree. Oh no, this is a cock. It is a henny cock. It's one of the things I don't care for him much. He handles very nice. Do you, what's wrong with them, Aaron? Memily? There's gotta be something else. There's something on the loft if they keep getting sick. They shouldn't keep getting sick. Welcome to the sport. All new fanciers are here. I'd like to help any of the new fanciers just through my videos. That's what I'd like, through my trial and errors, and from things I do good, I'll show, bad things maybe you can learn from that I do, where I mess up, but new fanciers I had in mind when I made the channel, just because I had so many questions. And you don't really know the questions to ask as a new fancier sometimes. So we can't blame some of the guys for not telling us, because I don't think we know what to ask. So I'm just recording as I go. But here's that bird for sale. I'll get him out and handle him real quick. I lost his pedigree stuff. I don't know who his parents are. He was born in the loft. It's just a little long for me. He handles very similar to my Gabby cock, but I can't guarantee it because of me losing the pedigree. He has the sharper, pointier wing, not as round. And he flew Yeah, just dry ventilated fresh water in the loft. Fresh water every day. I can't say that enough. Fresh food and water. Don't leave nasty water in there. But again, if anyone asks, this is the only bird that I'm willing to part with. It's the 200 free shipping, only in the lower 48 states. He did win a prize at the 200 mile at the Gold Country One Loft race in 2022, Yep, 2022. So his is AU 2022, Jeds 2001. This is band number. I'm only selling him cheap because I just lost his pedigree stuff, so I can't prove what he is, but I just use him for a pumper. I have a daughter of his that I fly in my loft, and she does okay. It's hard to tell up here, but I'm working with other things. I'm not one to pull their legs apart. I really don't. I don't care for that at all. There's no way to. But there, it's got a nice back. I know a lot of people like to pull their legs sideways. This is going to be an indictment on the pigeon racers. I don't like that. They're never going to be like that, where you're pulling their legs apart. So if you want to show their back, just move their wings. You know, we don't have to pull their legs apart. It doesn't do anything. It's one of the things I don't care for to see pigeon fanciers do, but if that's how it would just... I don't think the birds like it too. If you just want to show their back, just pull their feathers down a little bit. All right. But we'll leave this bird up here in case someone asks. Again, just watching the birds and getting them conditioned. For the bird I just showed, it's $200 and that's including the shipping, but that's only in the USA. And I only take the Venmo. But let me get some of the other birds that I have in the sections. So I think I might have one other bird that'll be put in the unflown judge standard. And he's only in the unflown. He flew in a different state, so he can't compete in the California part of it. And then the eye sign birds I have. And this is going to be at the Bakersfield Pigeon Club. We have the California State Show. Hope some can make it if they're close enough. Judging starts at 10. There's lunches and raffles and auctions. Good birds. Got a good bird there last year. But let me go get my other birds that I have in the other categories. One sec, everyone. Let's put you on this pretty lady right here. Alrighty, we're back. Okay. So here's our new guy here, and he was going to be flown in the, or I'm sorry, not flown, but judged in the section 5 in the judged to standard, but he has one black toenail, and that'll make him lose if there's another bird better than him. So I can't put him in that section. But so he has a really nice eye, and so let's show him his eye. I'll get you right in the light. Let me take you into the sun. It's the only way to see their eyes the best. Man, nothing's gonna work. I'm sorry, guys. Really want to show his eye off, and the light really does it. But I'll be putting him in the eye sign category. Wish there was better light. The sun's starting to set. Or at least go behind the mountains. I do like to put it, I have an eye box right here. And that's where we'll really get good looks at. But sorry about that. I was trying to show you his eye. Very nice. Everything's really nice about him other than two black toenails. But he has to be perfect. Kinda like that one. So she's already a little more confident in the show cage than this one. This one did better at the race though. On the where it counted. She did really good overall. But when it counts to winning prizes and all that, that was this one. On the 330 mile. She's very aware, looking around. Where's everyone watching from? What time is it where you're at? Is it happy hour? So here's the new one we just put in. Doesn't want to stand up. So that's one of the eye sign entries right here. I wish there was more light. It's kind of a weird time of day. Unless maybe we can light you up in the box, maybe. So let's see if we can't get in the box. See if we can't put his eye in here and light it up. No. It's a shame the camera just doesn't do it. Won't pick it up. I have a second light in here, so we'll try the other. Let's see. Well, that's a shame. Wish the box lit it up better. Okay, let me go get the other entries. Thanks for everyone joining. We've been just going through the show birds that I have. Maybe if some of you guys want, if we can go before the sun sets, we'll go walk through the loft and check the birds out. I didn't loft fly them today. They needed a break, I think. But everyone's starting to be calm. Babies are starting to make their way out of the nest. I also did start seeing some of this year's young start coming out into the aviary today, which is nice. This bedding is very nice. Favorite bedding, this wood pellets with the zeolite. Here's one of the youngsters, Shadow's youngster, very healthy. There's another. No, Chuck. Let's see if we can't get that bird. 1 second, everyone. Just in the loft, checking some of the babies out now. This is Shadow's first hatch this year. So this one's brother won a small prize. He's developing really nicely. Him and his sibling are much larger than these other ones I have. The parents are a little smaller. And he was born right here in this nest. Developing really nice, happy with them all. And then here's this one's sibling. And these are the first 2025 youngsters. Got some white flights. Nope, knock it off. This one's very alert. How's anyone watching got youngsters this year in 2025 for the racing season? So this one will be going to a one loft race because its sibling did good at the futurity last year. These two right here will go together, nest mates. Very nice size compared to the others. Let me show you the other two I have. They're a little smaller. These ones' parents I'm about to show you are smaller though. These ones' parents raced at one Lofts. They're still squeaky though. It's got the little tick by the eye. Its dad has that. These ones are a little more squeaky, developing slower. I've never done this pair, so this is a new pairing. A lot smaller, born pretty much the same day. Genetics are so, look at the genetics. A lot smaller, still squeaking, not as confident, I feel. Let me show you that one sibling. And in the video yesterday, this one wasn't eating, it was staring in the corner like Blair Witch Project. Maybe I'll name it Blair. But a little better today, it was just squeaking, staring in the corner yesterday. I thought maybe it had canker because it wasn't eating, but it doesn't. Just still learning. Not as smart as the others. There's some of the first youngsters this year. And then here we got these ones here, making a mess. Developing really nice and strong too. That genetic, these are Shadow's grandchildren. So the ones I showed you, the first ones I showed you, these are their, I guess, nieces. There's cousins or something. They're related. They have a Shadow's the grandpa. And they are almost bigger than the ones I feel like I just showed you. He looks just like his dad. Same kind of type. Look at that. Beautiful. Just showing off for everyone. This one's a check like the mom. Let's look at it. A little smaller than this guy. This is probably the cock here. And these guys also have siblings. So the second round from them, they're over here with the parents. We can go check them out if anyone's interested. Everyone's on their eggs, mellowing down. Ooh. These ones hatched 2 days ago. They don't build the best nest, so there's only a little bit of pine needles in there. I'm gonna put some sand in there for her, just to raise them up a little bit. I want the poop from the youngsters to go over the edge, so. Yes, sir. That is right. Yep. Costin, there's blood. That Costin blood is in some of these birds. How you doing, Roy? I was hoping you'd stop by. How you doing, man? The birds had a break today. Oop, watch it. Everyone's being calm. Here's our one that had the hurt wing. I believe. Yeah. Just been hanging out. Doing okay. Everyone's just chilling for the night in here. It's funny, so they'll sleep here in the night, and then they'll move here to these front perches when the sun comes up, and they all sit in the sun. But they like these in the nighttime. They go over here. It was good. It was a busy day, so we're just letting them rest today. See, they still got some barley in here. Tons of barley. And I'll top them off before I head down to Bakersfield for the show tomorrow. We got our birds in the show cages, just conditioning them a little. I don't like them to be in those cages for the first time. They're all nervous. They won't ever do good if they look nervous. Babies are still hanging out there. The fencing holding bosses, these ones over here. Is this what you mean? The research and development? So, I did change something today in here. Just because it's getting time where I need him to be with his other female, his other hen. So, him and this hen just spent days chasing the other hens I had with him. It was driving me crazy. So I just took the other two hens out and put them over here because they were going to end up over here. But I got to get eggs from her and then move him to the main hen from last year. And it's coming up on that time because last year he was bred. I'm trying to kind of follow the same. The babies I bred from him that won at the prize at the AGN were banded in February, so I kind of want that to happen as well. And so I let the new hens into here, and now they're already pairing. So here's the bullcock's son who won the prize at the Apple Cup. He's going to actually who I wanted him to go to, just a little sooner. So she's a new hen this year. I bred for stock. And she's got the hen that won. The hen that bred the cock at the Ogden that won the small prize. This is a half brother to this one. So I think it's just about finding like genes. So this is actually a cousin. So just blending your like genes that do well together. Oop. But I really wanted it to move a little quicker. I think this system will work better in the spring and summer when things are moving. And he did say that certain birds will respond differently to this system. Some don't want to have 3 hens. And I have a feeling he's like this. He only wants one at a time because he just spent 2 days, 3 days, all the days chasing the other ones. But aggressively, not friendly. Yeah, they're a nice pair. So it's a prize winner to a relative of a prize winner. And here's our other babies. They jumped out of the nest. So these are related to the first youngsters I showed you. This is the shadow pair. Anyone just joining? I got him at the auction last year. No one bidded on him. And first year, he bred a small prize, so I'm very happy with that. Maybe I'll find another bird like that at the show. No one looking at. I don't know why. He has 11 flights, and I think some folks don't care about that. Excuse me. But I don't mind it. Here's these babies. So we'll have 4 and 4 that are all related. So 8 babies total that'll all be in from him, kind of. And his pedigree's awesome looking. I was doing the small boxes over here for the polygamy, and my timing was off. And then at that same time, my buddy visited and told me to try this system. I've done it with 2 hens to the 1 cock before, and I tried to do it to 6, and I got 6 hens to 1 cock, and I might have been a little greedy. So a little life lesson: don't be greedy with breeding. Oh, how funny! Look, I threw up I put all these babies in the one box, walked away. Now there's one up here feeding them all. I have one more bird. I want to pull him out. I believe it's this one. I think he could be in the judge to standard in the unflown. Even though he flown the Apple Cup this year, he can't compete because it's not California. So he can be in the unflown. Here's the guys in the show cages. Need to start taking them out. Let them. He's up on his spot though. Again, this one's an eye sign category. It's the last category at the show, so you gotta wait all day. So I'll do the first one, and then the last one's pretty much. But what I like with the first one is these are the ones you're going there for, the ones that could compete for the belt buckle. And if they get knocked out right away, it kind of eases your nerves. So either they'll get knocked out right away or moved on to the end. But and I'll take them down in my show box, so it's got little separators. That way, no one can fight. So it's just and they each have a little area. That way, no one fights. They don't mess up their feathers. They don't peck their faces. So this each has their own stall. Here's the one that is for sale. I forgot he was in there. But yeah, and this just keeps them nice and calm in their own little stalls. Let me go grab that apple cup bird. That I'm gonna see if he'll meet the judge standard. I'll be right back, guys. Just take a. Again, so section 5, judge to standard, unflown. He is only an unflown. The only problem I see with him is maybe they won't like his neck. I don't know if you guys can tell. But other than that, I really like him. We'll see how he does. Oh, the box, the Uptown, yeah. That box that I just showed you guys was one of the first things I got as a new fancier. One of the old fanciers built it, and I wanted to buy it just because I thought it would be a good way to start a relationship. How much? These birds aren't for sale. I did show a bird earlier that is for sale. That one is $200 free shipping, only in the USA, everyone. And so, but I can put him back out. I'll put the bird that is for sale back out and let you guys watch. Again, this bird that is for sale flew at the Gold Country race. He got equal first at the 200 mile. I just don't have any of his pedigrees. I'm sorry, I can't send to the Philippines. I don't feel comfortable sending out of country yet because I gotta go quarantine. And when I imported, it was so much trouble. So I'd like to find them homes here. But here's the one that is for sale. I'll put him over here while I go grab my other entries for the show. We can look at him. This is the only bird that is for sale. Only ships in America. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Maybe in the future, but I just don't feel comfortable. It's a very far away for the pigeons to go. then they got to get acclimated. It just... Yeah, he does. The guy, Gil, that's usually there in the mornings, Roy. A little pushy. Insurance salesman. All right, here's our new entry. Melanie Liberisle. I don't know what that means, but okay. Now here's our other entry. He's gonna be in the unflown category as well. I don't think he'll win, but I just want to show him. And he's only in the unflown because he was flown in a different state. So he did fly, but just in a different state. And he's out of my import cock. I gotta get his blue band off. Let's get him out and check him out. I gotta get his blue band off. So again, we just want to make sure all the flights are there. Good. See, I don't like this one's tip of this wing. Just a little rough. The tips of his wings, because he did fly, he might just... He might have to be, I don't know, held out just because his wings are... He's a big old eye. Like a shark. But his tips of his feathers are a little rough. There you go. See, I feel like if it came down to it, he would... That's a fault, I feel like, is the tip of those feathers. He flew the whole Apple Cup this year, though. Maybe I'll just take him down for the eye sign. I don't know, though. I feel like if I could pick a problem out on him, the judges will. They're, got many more years on it. So if I can find one problem, I imagine they can, too. Well, that might be a good idea. I got some oil over here. Just moisture. He took a bath yesterday, but it's still a little. Let's see. All right, Roy, I got a little oil on the finger. Flaxseed oil. What would be funny is if the judges are watching. Maybe a little too much. It's just right on the tip. It's almost missing just a little bit of the feather. And those judges got good eyes down there. It's a good idea. The Bay Boyale. Let's see, I'll check them in the morning too. I just think because they're flown the hell out of at those one Loft races. And the tip of these feathers are just missing just a littlest bit. Sometimes these birds that come from the one Loft races, when they come home, they don't look the best, but give them a couple months, sometimes they look good. Oh well, really? You're probably right, Roy. But we'll see. My best bet's just the first two I've showed everyone. So here she still is. She might beat her brother. She's been hanging out on this spot all night, or all afternoon. Again, so we're just going through the pigeons. For the show tomorrow in Bakersfield, anyone joining, I'll be streaming the auction, the judging, as much as they'll let me, as much as they all feel comfortable with. And the auction guy's pretty cool. He has that, I don't know, I don't know what they call it when they talk all fast like at the auctions. Yeah, not petroleum oil, no. But this is the bird for sale. It's an okay bird. But again, just doesn't fit my breeding criteria. Everyone's different too. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean it's a bad bird, or I have certain qualities I'm looking for. This one's head's a little flat. His eyes, I don't like his eyes so much. But he won a prize, equal first, so he got something in him. But so let me go put some of the birds back. We'll leave you with the one that is for sale. Yeah, and I don't mind the pearl eye. It's just sometimes they just don't have the right look for you. He's got a nice body. Very nice body. But even him being a prize winner, it still doesn't do it for me. At 200 miles too. Really trying to breed birds that do 300 and up. Let's get a good look at the last one that I'll put away. She's the one I would hope that wins anything. Look at her eye dilate like that, Roy. And I just love her temperament. And I don't care if they pull back. I don't need a fight like that. Especially if they prove themselves, like these ones did. If they're nice and calm, I think they're thinking about it. They're thinking, why is he pulling my face? I think. So I don't care so much if they don't pull back. It don't bug me. So this is section 1. She's going to be in the hand against the hands. Hopefully, it's funny is you can have all this hope and do all this work, and they'll be thrown out. Right, they could be thrown out in the first couple minutes. That's right, forget about it. One dog looks east, one dog looks west. So what? But maybe also there's other sections. So we got most likely to produce winners, section 4, judge, non-standard. Maybe I'll also put the birds from the first section in there too. I don't know. But I think now I'm down to only 5 birds going down to the show. Let me go put these 2 away. Let me get this, and we'll go put this bird back and just go hang out in the loft for a little bit. If anyone's still around, sorry about that. I was just putting the birds away. The sun's starting to go down. So I want them to get on their perches. Again, I love this bedding I got. We'll spend a couple minutes in here. No odor. Nothing's worse than a smelly pigeon loft. So we don't have any odor. There's a little sand under it, plus this new bedding. And I put that board down for the youngsters to hide behind, and it looks like someone's making a nest behind it from the looks of it. So maybe I'll leave it. I don't know. I need another pumper soon, so maybe I'll leave it. It smells nice and fresh. Here's a youngster that I had to put a last year's band on it, or year before. I missed calculating, and she was born too early. And that happens. That's how you learn. That's how you learn your timing. Yeah, he's got a head on him, I think. I'm telling you, make it down, Lions would say. It's the end of the day in the pigeon loft. I think that's our one that was hurt. She, I think, hit the lines. The bedding it smells very neutral. It's the wood pellets, but with a zeolite mineral, so it just absorbs all smells naturally. It's a natural mineral that absorbs odor, is what the gentleman told me, and it really doing a great job. And I got the bedding at the feed store. Yeah, this is no dust. This is the best thing I've found so far, I think. For just your floor bedding. You know, if you don't want to scrape. I don't like to scrape pigeon poop. Some guys really want to scrape it every day, but I think livestock animals don't need it too clean. I've seen videos of these old timers, their lofts are just caked with pigeon shit on the floor. But yeah, Roy, that bedding is awesome. I have the bag is on the video on my channel. You can see the bag of it, but I just got it at the feed store, local feed store. Everyone's looking at me, looking at them. Again, I don't know if you've seen this, Roy, but I grow a ton of lavender and I just hang it in here, squeeze it. I hear the lavender also keeps mosquitoes away. If you're in an area with tons of mosquitoes, I just like the smell. You know, you come in, you squeeze it, a little lavender smell for you. Oh yeah, they say your best birds are gonna try to be on the top. So even though my guy here doesn't fly, he always fights for a top perch. He's got the white beak, the white toenails. He's got all the good breeder signs by standard, but just I have not sent any of his babies to one loft. I fly his daughters here around here. But yeah, the one at the top left, that's a son off my bullcock when I paired it to a stick-a-bot hen. The hen since passed away, so he's just like a bank I have, a little genetic bank. That's him, and then his brother's right here. So I have 3 sons off from my bullcock from one hen with a totally different genetic background. They're a sticklebuck, which are long distance birds. Everyone's just calming down. Maybe I'll make my way back out here. They'll go back on their perches. Here's another main breeding cock waiting his turn. His youngsters are at that one Loft race I talked about in my video. If anyone does like these lives, please check out the videos I make. They're hopefully helpful to new fanciers. Yeah, I like calm birds. I do not like birds when you walk in or flying around your head. I need them to be able to talk, be able to talk around them. I don't like, if you have a bird that you want to be able to walk up to your pigeons slowly at least. You also need to be calm in the loft, I believe. Mild tempered, lower voice. That's why I don't try to talk the loudest. Appreciate everyone stopping in, watching the birds for happy hour. Not sure what everyone's drinking or enjoying, but hopefully you are, along with the birds. Everyone's getting back in their spots since I left. Again, for the handful that are watching, Roy, I know you know, but there's the show tomorrow, so that's all. Trying to put the word out. I'd like to see some new fanciers there if anyone's in the California area. And next week we'll start road training the team. So anyone watching, make sure to tune in for that. Hopefully we do better at old bird season than young bird season. Young bird season was god awful. I don't know if anyone was watching, but in the last live, she was cleaning out her little area, which I found fascinating. She took the shells all the way out instead of just onto the ground. Show starts at, judging starts at 10. Birds need to be there at 9, so I'll be leaving like around 7:30 to get down to the show and help set up if need be. Everyone's just calming down for the night. Again, anyone that wants to bid at the auction tomorrow, just make sure to tune in. And if you do want to bid, I can bid for you. You just got to Venmo me right away. I don't want to be left there with my in my hand, you know. Everyone's real nice and quiet. Even the birds. Babies are sitting with their parents. Let's go check out these ones before we end the video. I just want to say thanks to everyone for stopping in. I dig the lives. I hope others like the live. I like talking to everyone around the world about the pigeons. It's a rarity, I think. You get to share topics with others. Everyone seems pretty friendly. She's got her little feeding face. Her beak's all dirty. She was a new hen as well last year, paired right up with this cock that was new and hit something the first year, which is always nice. So we'll see what happens this year. Babies are out of the nest. So I'm just waiting for these two to finish raising them, and then she's gonna go to a different cock. That way I can get them on, and that'll be maybe some of the late hatches races. But yeah, I have a cock put aside for her, waiting for her. But it'll be 4 from one cock, and then, or 4 youngsters from Shadow, and then 4 youngsters from my 1154 cock, who's the grandparent to my prize winners and just other birds I'm really liking. That's that biche. It's got the biche blood in it. But these guys are my messy pair too. So as you see, their food things tossed over. So I have one there, I have a water there, I have a water there, and another food there, just because they're so messy. I don't like them running out. Everyone's just picking their boxes for the night. Again, I just put some of these birds together today just because I'm cutting it close on time for birds I want to send to races. And so These guys in the top, I'm excited for them. Prize cock to a sister of a prize winner. So, all right. Again, everyone, thank you for watching. I'm going to tune out, or I'm going to turn this off. But everyone, have a good night. Thank you for watching. See you next time. See you in the morning. Hopefully you guys tune in. All righty. Bye.